Hello? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys just speak up a little bit?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Waiting for them to.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Sharma, we can hear you.
Oh yeah, great. Thank you so much, guys, just for confirming. I think there was some audio issue here. Sorry for that. Thank you everyone for joining the session. So we are here to discuss on the SAP BTP Solution Architect, the latest certification exam in the market by SAP, and one of the key modules going on with where the SAP strategy is going on at the moment. So I am the trainer for this demo today. Before even I go into the contact, I see that there are a couple of people on the call, and I would see that it will be really good that if in case I can have a quick intro with all of you, because it will be good to know each of you that what background you are coming from, and I can also share my background with you, and I'll probably walk you all with a couple of slides today that what this course is all about, what we are going to talk about in a couple of weeks going ahead, if in case we happen to have start the session. What is my strategy going onwards? How can I help you not only in terms of certification, but in terms of your real-time projects as well, and any other things that you want me to kind of tailor it up for you. I'm very happy to do that. So on my screen, I see that means I'll go by the order I'm seeing you, everyone. So I think the first person I'm seeing on the screen is Alenza. Like if you want to go ahead and kind of introduce yourself, that will be really great.
Hi, yeah, this is my first session here with you guys. I'm working here in the Bay Area as a system administrator. Pretty new to all of this right now. I've worked with a little bit of SAP with a few other stuff with Crystal reports, but I'm ready to learn other new stuff and looking forward to it.
Great, thank you so much, Alenza, for that. And the next person I can see on my screen is Viraj.
Yeah, hey, good morning, everybody, or good evening, wherever you are. This is Viraj Pikle. I'm working here in Houston, Texas, with a middle market company, and we've started our journey into S4 HANA. My background primarily is in reporting, BI analytics, Bob J, BW, and before that, SAP STMM for about 10, 15 years. But
okay,
now
great.
that our company is implementing S4, I thought good
Yeah.
time to reskill, upskill. So
Correct,
that's why I'm here.
Oh wow, good. That's good to hear, Viraj. Thank you so much for that.
Appreciate it,
Next
too.
person, yeah, thank you so much. I have, and next person I have on screen is Anshul.
Yeah, that's the case. 20 years now. Join this training to
I think Anshul, your line is not clear. Probably, I think you're also having the same issues like me before.
Yeah, could be, but this is my brief. I joined this demo just to make sure that the person who is going to take this training is aligned with the. No, he doesn't have much background in SAP, but I'm just going to
Okay.
help him.
Okay, sure.
I have a BTP background. I have a BTP background, but I'm gonna if this is useful, I may also join.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing that info. Really helpful. The next person I have on the screen is Mark Mon. That must be your last name, but yeah, I'll probably take it with Mark.
Hi, good morning, everyone, or good evening. Hi from New York City. I've been working in SAP for almost 15 years, and I work a lot in AI. So my goal will be to explore how BTP can connect with AI and to build new algorithms or new software that we can deploy for business applications.
Okay.
Nice to meet you all.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Mark, for that. The next person I have on the screen is Nilesh Kulkarni. Nilesh Kulkarni. Yep.
Yeah. My name is Nilesh Kulkarni. I'm working in SAP for past 30 years. I'm currently, last 10, 15 years, I'm working as a SAP architect, currently working on a pharma industry as a SAP architect on the technology side.
Great. Thank you so much, Nilesh, for that. It's great to have you on board today. Atul Sharma, the next person I have on the screen.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, my name is Atul Sharma. I've been in SAP for almost about 30 years, right, as a SAP techno-functional architect. Currently working, with IBM in federal implementation. And they're basically going for S4HANA. So I have background in integrations and basically the development, but want to know more about the AI and the newer reporting. So,
Okay, fine, great. Thank you so much, Atul, for sharing that information. The next person I have on the screen is Satya.
Hi, this is Satya Narendrula. I'm also in SAP for the last 30 years, I would say. Especially in the PIPO and BTP area.
Okay, great.
But I'm here to learn the entire stack of BTP. I only know from IS integration suite perspective and API management perspective, but not the other parts. So,
great. So I think, like you, Satya, I think we have one more person on the call. I think Viraj, who is also from the BI background. So yeah, okay, great combination. Thank you, Satya, for that. The next person I can see on the screen is Razik. Razik Farid. Are you, if in case, I think you are mute. Okay, we'll move ahead. I think one will come back to Razik if in case he can able to unmute himself. Afroz.
Hi, Afroz here from Toronto. 25 years basis HANA for HANA.
Oh, great.
Did crash course on AWS, Azure, and BTP, like Discover BTP. So I need to now get into the architect level just to see with the what's it all about here.
Great. Okay. Well, that could be anyways your obvious next step
choice.
of progression from the technology. Yep. Great. Now the next person I can see on the screen is Raj Kakrwala. Like, can you hear us?
Hey, can you hear me, Mr. Sharma?
We can hear you.
Okay. Hey,
Great.
Mr. Sharma and others. My name is Raj Kakarala. I'm with SAP last 15 years, working as a supply chain architect using S4, IBP, and APO originally started, and BW, and so many other technologies being used, and especially on those architects. So, what is this BTP, and how and who is going to use it, and how a architect role? And where we are involved, and how it's been I know it's a platform already, they have the platform, but why they build this one particularly, and I want to know, and how the architect would do on this, and who are the users, who the people develop the applications, or manage the applications, or I want to use more on that. I know it's been a buzzword, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Fine, sure. I'll try to give your answers today on demo call as well, so that you have much of the clarity, Raj, on this one, that what this platform is going to be for you.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you.
Great. Yeah. The next person I can see on the screen. Well, I have one more Raj on the screen. He does not have his last name mentioned, but Raj, can you hear us?
Yeah, Yogesh, good evening.
Yeah, hi, Raj.
I'm Tyagarajan, shortly I put as Raj.
Okay, great.
I have 22 years of experience in SAP, like basis, HANA, S4HANA, migration, conversion, including BTP admin.
Okay,
so BTP admin, I'm well versed, BTP foundation administration, but I want to get into architect level to understand into other pillars of BTP, like AI, GenAI, then data analytics, then application development, automation, like integration, like this stuff.
Great. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing that information and your kind of aspiration for the next phase. That's great to hear, Raj. Thank you so much. I'll probably cover these areas as well today in demo. The next person I can see on the screen is Yogesh. Not sure. Yogesh, can you hear us? Okay. I'll give Yogesh some time. I'll move to Anand Nagendran.
Hi.
Yep.
Hi, everyone. Anand Nagendran here. I have like 26 years of experience, mostly in the finance and controlling. I have some technical background also, so I know lots of programming. Yeah, I can. So I know the Python. I know the AI. I also hold a good knowledge of all the AI programming that we have. All the AI methods and training. So basically, I'm interested in the AI core and the AI related workflows, and how basically workflows, and with my function knowledge, I can utilize and go for automation and stuff. So that's what I'm interested in BTP.
Great. Okay. Well, yeah, thank you so much for sharing that as well, and what you are looking in from this course. So that really helps me to kind of, when I'm talking with demo as well. Well, I see, I believe next name I can see is Nara Rajendran.
Hi, everyone. So I have more than 15 years technical experience, and I want to know, get more info on the BTP.
Okay, great. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Nara. And the next person I can see on the screen is NAG, Nog, and the last name letter I'm seeing is L.
Yeah, hi, my name is Nag, and I'm working here in Dubai.
Oh, wow,
I've
great.
been predominantly working as a techno-functional architect, domain architect.
Okay.
So I'm having over 2 decades of SAP experience.
Great. Okay. Thank you so much, Mark, for that. And the next person I can see on the screen is Anil Kumar.
Yes, Sharma, Mr. Sharma, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well and very loud. Thank you so much. Yep.
Oh, sorry. That's great. So, yeah, so I do have around, 19, 20 years of experience in SAP FICO with, with R3 to, S4HANA 2022.
Yep, great.
And, Yeah, and then I'm in solution integration architect level experience. I'm S/4HANA certified professional, and I work in in a government agency project in US. I'm based out of New York City.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and then I heard. I mean, I read about the article of BTP Business Technology Platform and wanted to know a little bit more. And by the way, I'm ending up my current project, and I'm traveling next week Thursday to my great country, Bharat.
Okay.
I've been visiting after many years.
Oh wow, that's great to hear. That's really great to hear. I wish you all the best on your travel as well, upcoming. But yeah, means whatever experience you have experienced, I'll definitely try to cover the journey from R3 to S/4HANA and then S4 to HANA BTP. What is in that particular platform for you as well. So thank you so much, Anil, for sharing that with us. I'll move to the next person on the screen. I can see is Ashok. Ashok, can you hear us? Okay, we'll give some time to Ashok. Meanwhile, I think the only people with whom we could not speak was Yogesh, and I think probably one more person. But yeah, that's fine. If in case in between they are able to kind of unmute themselves, we'll definitely would like to hear about you guys. But yeah, come to me as well. So well, yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Vasu Sharma, and like I am into SAP from last many years. I'm predominantly started working as a network engineer. I used to design blueprints for the Wi-Fi cables for the multiple European cities. That's how I started my career. Moved into cloud, moved into SAP. Then did a lot of projects when SAP initially released their own cloud called as HANA Enterprise Cloud. Then moved into Azure, moved into AWS, then into GCP, and then into the BTP as well from last couple of years. In addition to BTP, I would also talk to you guys about what other offerings we have as well, so that you can think about it, that like what stuff feels you in a much better way. But all I have understood from every one of you who have kind of introduced, thank you so much for the introductions, that you are definitely willing to grow into this solution architect role, and that is kind of your next step of progression. Few have talked about that they are even willing to learn that what BTP contains for them, and there are few who are exploring it, that it seems like a buzzword in the market, BTP, as like GenAI and AI. So what is exactly BTP? So I think that's what you are kind of exploring. Would like to explore with me, if in case you feel like I have a content for you. Let me kind of share my screen. Let me see if in case how does this Zoom work, because to be really honest, I'm starting with this Zoom today only, and I have no idea how everything on your screen, including notifications, will be recorded. Enable do not disturb to prevent. Okay, let's see that if in case you are able to see my screen. And please let me know if in case you are not. Are you able to see this first slide that says SAP BTP Solution Architect? Can someone just confirm me yes, no, something like that?
Yes.
You are, yeah? Yes. Wow, great. Okay, so the exam code for the SAP BTP Solution Architect is P_BTPA_24A08, released by SAP kind of last year. If in case you ask SAP that we want to enroll into the course, I think the latest money they are fetching from one person is around, I would say in INR, they are charging around 1 lakh. And in dollars, I would say it is around $1,000 to $115. That excludes the examination fees. That's the only course fees that they are charging at the moment. But we won't be charging that much anyway, so that's a good news. So now coming into the point that what exactly this course talks about, how it's gonna help you. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Sorry, it's my project people calling me at the moment. I will just tell them. Yep. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So now how this course is going to help you in this one, and like the questions that you asked me, like for example, let's start with the first person. When I asked Elenza, she said, I am open to learn. So now you have Viraj said that I am Bob J. Bods. Then Satya mentioned he's also Bob J. Bods. Nilesh mentioned that he wants to grow into the SAP architect. Atul mentioned that he's a technical-functional guy, has transitioned from journey to S4HANA to AI. So does Anil mention that he wants to understand from FICO to S4. And others also mentioned where few people touched upon APO, IBP, supply chain. Few people touched upon basis, HANA, technical administration. Few even told me that they are completely new and they want to learn it up. Now, if in case we take it up to the SAP's journey, SAP kickstarted this as an R2, R3, and then S4. It's an alphabetical jump that they did. And then they moved into this SAP BTP going onwards. Now, as many of you have kind of taken it into the GUI platform, that you log in into SAP GUI, you run your T codes, and then you perform X number of functions to achieve in the business format. Yeah, be it supply chain, be it retail, be it finance, anything, or even basis, guys, you do a kind of a holistical administrative work for the landscape. And then when BTP came into the picture, or like when cloud came into the picture, there was a lot of speculation in the market that what will basis guys will do, or like now even about the developers as well. There is a kind of a speculation that what developers are going to do means the code is kind of readily available with low code, no code tools. What a developer skill would look like. Now, the profile of solution architect, the profile of solution architect is not that he is a person who knows that if a supply chain, a retail, a finance, or a basis, a technical, means if in case I talk about, I'll not say basis here, I'll say basis module as a technical module now. So and for ABAP I will be using the word development. So anything related to this, you have one thing or the other thing for you in the BTP. And there is not going to be any diversification when a technical person will say that I am a technical solution architect of BTP, or the person who has spent 15 years in IBP or supply chain, he will say that no, I'm a supply chain solution architect of BTP. You all, once you understand the module, you all will be BTP solution architects. But how does your previous experience benefits you in this particular platform? The services, the apps, the modules that you will be activating, or the configurations that you will be achieving up on the BTP, that's where your core experience would start coming into the picture. Let's take an example. A developer. In SAP, you all must be familiar, whether you are a developer or not, you all are familiar with an ABAP language. Am I right? Correct? Now, on BTP, the languaging model for the ABAP that is being used is CAPM, called as Cloud Application Programming Module. So it is a combination of Node.js and some part of other language. And now ABAP is kind of converted into an ABAP cloud. So a change for the ABAP developers. If we talk about data and analytics, where few people touched upon, they are Bob J. Bods as well. If you look at the boards or boards strategy right now in the market from SAP, I think they are going to release a product called as SAP Data Services 2025. Earlier, I think we were using the terms like BI 4.2, 4.3, anything like that. But now you will be getting a product SAP Data Services 2025 for the on-premise customers. But if you go to the cloud on the BTP, the products that you will be having is SAP DataSphere, SAC, that is SAP Analytics Cloud. And if any one of you have seen the announcement yesterday, SAP launched a new thing, SAP Business Data Cloud, where they are integrating with Databricks. Yeah, a great kind of I would say a junction between the two partners, and how that will be evolved. Then few people touched upon AI, the automation as well, that what is there for me in an AI? What is there for me when I talk about automation? Now for you, SAP has released, in terms of automation, they're talking about robotic process automations. And when it comes to AI, they're talking about SAP Joule. Yeah. And there is only one thing which no one touched upon, so I will definitely touch upon that, is that my last, if you see here, topic that I have, cost estimation techniques. If you ask me, this is the most important thing. If in case you ask me, like right now, if in case I am working in today in this, oh, sorry, what happened here? Did something, oh shit. You're able to see the screen, the slide?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you ask me why I am not kind of going into these other things, why I'm emphasizing cost estimation. Now, why is it important? Someone just mentioned he's having a finance background. I think Anil mentioned that he's a FICO module, 19 plus years into the FICO, and then I think Nag mentioned that he's working in Dubai as a technico-functional domain. Now, you guys must understand it, and most of you would have understood, who are kind of more than 20 plus years of experience in the domain, that whenever you are doing a project, whether you are a customer or you are a consulting person, there is an issue for that comes a very, very common terminology being used, a budget. You say that I want to do this, and you get an answer, oh, we don't have a budget for this. Even if it comes to salary rises as well, when you demand your salary rises, they say that we don't have a budget. But cost estimation is something that is very, very crucial, because ultimately BTP is a cloud service. It's a PaaS. It's a platform as a service. You can go ahead and activate 100 services based on these all things: development, data analytics, integration, AI, application development, anything. You activate everything, there is a subcharge to that, right? Ultimately your company will be paying for that money. Now, the trick or the skill that comes in this exam or with this course is, okay, I say that you have to activate this, but what is the most optimized way in which I can activate this? That is the skill that we will be learning. Or how do I ensure that I keep a track of my costs when the budgeting has to done, or like my director, or like your director or like your partner, anyone ask you that, okay, what the fuck just happened last night? Like I got a mail from SAP that I am about to breach my threshold about the licenses that I'm paying to SAP. So can you just give me where have we spent the most? Give me the name of the service. And this goes to, I literally forgot. I think someone mentioned, I think it was Raj probably, I'm not sure. Someone mentioned that he is a BTP admin as well. And this is one of the core skills for the people who were like saying that we are basis administrators. So what are we gonna do? Guys, you have the most crucial task on the BTP world going onwards as an administrator. And then it comes to integration. Now, integration as in, like, SAP has released a whole bunch of a service into the BTP platform called as an integration suite. CPI, if you have, people must have heard, there used to be a system in the older worlds on the on-premise process orchestration, PIPO. So in BTP, the system that is kind of doing the same job for us is CPI, Cloud Platform Integration. Now, I've talked about so many things at the moment that I hope that all the people who are on the call, there is one thing or the other thing for you. But like if you say that this course, no, I want to learn only about data and analytics. I don't care about integration. I don't care about development. No, I think the next step in your careers or moving onwards into the BTP, when everything will be BTP, there will not be a single streamline of excellence. So this particular solution architect, because it says solution architect, so it says that, let's suppose, let's pick any name. Let's pick Nilesh is a solution architect, and he says that, okay, and Viraj comes to him and say that, okay, I have a demand from the business that give me a tool that can store a data lake, and then on top of that, it can do a reporting for me. Viraj is like, okay, bots can do it for me, but like business is like, no, I don't want to spend on-premise licenses for that. And Satya also from who is from BIBO and SAP journey, he says that no, I think we can we can use a tool and that to secure, like, and say that, okay, give me an example. They will say that, okay, in the on-premise world, we used to use BobJ, and then authentication used to happen from LDAP or Active Directory, and then we used to do the reporting that used to go to the users at some point in time, and then we used to do some kind of Excels and all that shit and all that stuff. Now, the person who is a solution architect, he'll say that, okay, you know what, on BTP, I have a tool. I can create a data lake. That is my SAP data sphere. On top of that, you deploy your tool. You want to use SAP's tool? Okay, the SAP service is SAP Analytics Cloud. Go ahead, activate it, and then start doing your reporting. Now, let's come to this course. Am I going to teach you SAP Analytics Cloud? Am I going to teach you SAP Data Sphere? No. But I will I'll ensure that as a solution architect, you are aware about all the services, how to activate them, how do they look like, what is the costing of that, what they're gonna achieve it, so that as a solution architect, because I hope that you guys understand the layers of the architect profile based on TOGAF or anything that you guys follow in your organizations, or if you're not aware about, I'll quickly make you aware about it. Is enterprise architect, then solution architect, and then technical architect. So technical architect is a guy who is completely hands-on. Yeah, he's doing that all technical jazz in his whole life. Solution architect is the guy who ensures that he is completely aligned with the enterprise architect, who is ultimately aligned with CEO, CIO, that these are my business objectives. Because let's suppose the business objective says, I want to have a good customer experience. Yeah. Now, enterprise architect will translate that objective into a IT objective. He'll say that, how can I have a good customer experience? And the answer will come, yeah, my good customer experience will be that I am ensuring that my users are able to have a good amount of service in my stores, if in case I have, or in my product. For that, I need to ensure that I have a correct data. So I need a tool that is ensuring that my data is correct. On top of that, to make those figures initially internally, I need to have a good analytics. If that has to be developed, an application development platform has to be used. How can I ensure I'm doing it in an optimized manner? A cost efficiency should be done. How I'm ensuring that I am integrating it with other modules as well. Integration suite would come into the picture. That is the role of a solution architect. And we will be covering all these things with you in this session. This is the topics we will be talking about in particular this course. The timelines of this particular course are on slide number 4. I go into that a couple of minutes back, but the first chapter is summarizing the BTP. What are the key capabilities? What is the overview? Performing an application development, because someone mentioned to me in their introduction that they want to leverage, or they want to hear it out, that it's a buzzword. It's really a buzzword. And not even BTP, I would add one more buzzword to that, a clean core philosophy. Yeah. So what is a clean core? Means when SAP says that your S4HANA should be a clean core, what do they actually mean? So that we will be covering in the application development, that how I can ensure that a clean core is there, and what side, and I don't even stop doing the custom developments. Then we will be leveraging the data analytics, how we can leverage SAP BTP tools for that, exploring the integration, exploring automation, exploring artificial intelligence. That is where your SAP Joule and other tools that are available that would come into the picture. And last, the cost and the commercial models. When I say commercial models, there are kind of, I think right now I would say 2 commercial models. Like if someone mentioned that he has done Azure, AWS as well, you must, or like most of you must have heard the term right now, pay as you go, on demand, such kind of thing. So like in BTP, since it's a cloud service, so we have certain kind of commercial models, which will be really, really important to understand when you are purchasing these services, or like you are deploying these services in the organization. So it's really important to understand these topics as well. Now, if I'll give you one quick example that I remember, like I was doing the cost estimation for one of my projects, and we projected that 6 months before only we will be able to breach the SAP licensing contract, because there have been so many design issues in BTP procurement or provisioning that is costing the project a lot. So have tuned it a lot, and I will be sharing all the real-time project examples with you. Whatever I have, means obviously we have a limited time, so means and the project examples are ample. Like there could be 100, 150, 200, 1,000 examples, but I'll try to summarize them in a broader manner that would cover at least the 7 chapters of this particular course. And my most important target for this particular chapter, or like the training session, will be that at the end of the course, you guys are able to clear the certification exam. You guys are able to apply for it, and you are able to clear it. I will definitely, in one of the sessions, I have not mentioned in the chapters, but if in case I talk about our timelines, we say that we will be starting the batch on 22nd of February. That is the next weekend. Total duration proposed by us is 25 hours. We are predicting that every session would go around 2.5 to 3 hours. If in case one weekend I am working very actively, there could be possibility that I may not be available on one weekend, so we may have to extend one weekend. But considering that I will be definitely be ensuring that I'm strict to the schedule, because I have other batches as well to kind of conduct. So this is what, and I have ensured that I have added a midpoint check-in, where we definitely want to do a kind of a session. At least we'll use 30 minutes, 45 minutes to understand around that March 9, if in case we happen to start 22nd, that, okay, now you tell us that what are the further things in the sessions that you feel like, let's tailor them up, let's cover them up as well, that if in case you're not able to cover them up. And definitely in this course, I'll ensure that I run a kind of a Q&A with you, which would include not only your queries, but a kind of a quiz as well at the end of the course. That will not be the exact exam, but a kind of a sample questionnaire that, okay, these could be the kind of questions that you will be getting in your exam. So we will do that together with the group, the people who will be enrolling, that, okay, this is the Q question, type in your answers in the chat. Okay, we'll see that, okay, who has answered, and then we'll do a collaborative session just to understand why you thought option A, why you didn't thought option B. All those things, we'll do that. And I have explained in my second number slide that you will have 3 hours to complete the exam. 68% is the passing score. Total number of questions will be 40. And if in case I go back to slide number 4, week 1 is what we are kickstarting. Till now, if anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hands. I would then go back to the slide for other things. If anyone has any questions, I would kind of give you, for now, your moment to ask.
In the chat box.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Please check in the chat box.
Okay, I have in the chat. Okay, great. Let's open the chat box. Where is chat box? Okay, hi. Park, hi, but please, can you explain exactly what BTP is? Is it like AWS to host apps and we build the tool outside and host it there, or it has pre-built applications to be used for ABC? Are we going to do hands-on or just reading SAP materials? Does it come with hands-on? Oh, great question. Okay, now, first your question. BTP as in, okay, the full form is anyways, is Business Technology Platform. It is not like AWS. It is a PaaS. It is a platform as a service. There are few services in this platform that are SaaS as well. BTP services can be run exactly similar like how we run services on AWS. For example, on AWS, you create your landing zone. You create a region on which you deploy your services. And then top of that, you sometimes add failovers, EC2 instances, networking element, and all those things. But in BTP, there will be some services for which you will be getting the production SLAs of resilience by default. So you need not to create those network elements or anything like that. But yes, you have to deploy services. And an interesting thing is, which I will be definitely sharing in my reference diagrams when we will go down the course line, that it is possible to move data from BTP to AWS as well into the S3 buckets. There are APIs available. And what is the benefit of doing that? You can even leverage AWS tools as well. So that's how it looks like. I hope I have answered your question. Will we get BTP trial or sandbox access? If you could also share any Q bank for certification. That's question from Atul. Yes, so BTP SAP has released a free trial that contains everything. We will be all enrolling onto that, and there will be few things that are project specific. I have a tenant. I will be showing you on those screens, and will be capturing real time the scenarios, what other services are. So that for that I will take care of that. But for your own practice or anything that you want to do, that the trial version is free and it has everything in it at the moment. So SAP is keeping it free just so that people can learn and enroll into it, because they have kept the tenant purchase right now as an enterprise. It's very, very costly. And then I have a question. Is there any benefit for SAP functional EWM solution architect working with warehouse automation with AI? That's question from Ash Nagar. Well, it's a very, as I explained, that BTP is kind of a next step into the SAP world. Yeah, it's not a module specific terminology. That if in case I say that I started as a network engineer, how BTP relates to me. Then even I moved into SAP CRM, I did something on Basis, and then I did something on ABAP. But like, how is it relevant to me? No, it's not. BTP is itself a module. Yeah. So let's suppose you are a core guy from EWM, which is very niche skill in the market. Anyways, after MM, EWM is itself a niche skill. You are giving yourself as an add-on in the market to be an SAP enterprise architect in the upcoming days. Yeah. So I hope that answers your questions. Ash, Nilesh, after completing course, how soon we can take certification exam? Well, Nilesh, I think I would be able to answer that question on the week 9, just to see that how good you're answering the questions. But generally, I think if in case I talk about myself, after completing the standard journey or going through all the materials, I applied for the exam in 7 days itself. And I think luckily I was able to do it in the first attempt. How is RISE with SAP related to BTP? Afroz is asking that question. And how does S4HANA come into play with BTP? Where does it fit? Oh, wow. Okay. RISE with SAP, does it relate to SAP? I would say yes. Everything right now in the market that is SAP as a product relates to BTP. RISE with SAP is an offering for the customers who are right now running their workloads into the on-premise environments, into their own data centers. They can leverage the functionality of SAP providing them the infrastructure. They can go with SAP's own private cloud, but they have an option to go with the public clouds as well. That includes GCP, Azure, Alibaba in China, AWS as well. And that is the RISE with SAP. A RISE with SAP is not BTP. So that if in case that's your confusion. And how does S4HANA come into play with BTP? Where does it fit? S4HANA as a product, there is one product of SAP called as S4HANA Cloud that is built on BTP. So that's a service that is built on BTP. So that's how it is. It's fitting into the BTP platform. I hope that answers your questions. BTP contains S4 core. No, BTP does not contain S4 core. If you're asking about the course, BTP is itself a core. So BTP is a platform. On top of that, your S4 can sit, but BTP is not S4. S4 is separate. BTP is a huge platform. Do we have PDF material to go through each section? Definitely, I can provide you the PDF material going onwards. That's not a big deal for me. If in case you want, I can definitely provide in addition to the slides. Anil has asked a question. What is a TOGAF? Okay, TOGAF. Oh well, a good question. Like I would term it as TOGAF is a framework. Yeah. That every architect the person who wants to be an architect, these are the principles that our architect applies in his architect career. So TOGAF is a framework. I think it was designed by this open TOGAF framework. So similar like TOGAF, you have Zachman in the market. Now even SAP has its own enterprise framework called as Lean IX. That is the SAP's enterprise architect framework built on top of TOGAF. So TOGAF is just another exam. Take it like that. If it's confusing you, my definition is confusing you. What is a framework? How an architect deploys it. Anshul, are we going to learn sub account, user admin, and authorization? Yes, we are. And in the user admin and authorization, I will ensure that you learn the customer IDP as well. That let's suppose someone mentioned in the intro that they have Satya, that he understands about IAS as well. So that's Identity Authentication Service. IPS is there, but these are default SAP services. But what if a customer uses his own SSO solution? So how do you configure that? Where do you configure that? I'll be talking about that as well. Also, can you cover DMS and other services with example? Anshul, I would like here, when you say DMS, what DMS are you talking about? Are you talking about database migration services? Are you talking about DMS as the SAP DMS, the extra storage product?
Extra storage.
Okay, great. Can you cover DMS? Okay, I will. I can tailor that for you. But like to say that do I have a real-time project example? I think I have one. So I can put that into one session as a one slider for you, just to see that how does DMS looks like, because it is like a very I would say an explicit requirement that would come into your project that I want to move my on-premise DMS into the BTP. And you similarly like this, there's an other example that is there, ADS, Adobe Document Services, that how people use ADS in the cloud as well. And then I think because someone mentioned that, so I'm taking it in their introductions, they mentioned FICO experience. I think it was Anil. You must be aware about the financial closing that happens in every customers. So similarly, you have a product in BTP called as AFC, that is Advanced Financial Closing. That is kind of automated and all those things like that. But yeah, means I will be sharing examples of those things, but I will not be deep diving into it, how you actually configure it. But I will ensure that even if it's theoretical, you understand that what is an advanced financial closing is. So total 10 sessions, what is the timings and total training duration? I think, well, Raj, very good question. I'll go back to that slide. I hope that slide answer your questions. I think we are saying that 2.5 to 3 hours a session of into the weekends, and total training duration is around 25 to 26 hours. I think that's what you're saying. How much is the course going to be hands-on versus focused on certification and theoretical concept? I would say that hands-on, as I mentioned, you all can have the hands-on if you want from the day first, because the trial version is still now free. SAP is not making it paid in couple of weeks, till couple of weeks, or I would say months as well, because people are still new to BTP and SAP really wants people to kind of adopt this framework as much as they can. So SAP is keeping it free. I have real-time examples that I will be kind of sharing you on the screen. And if you want the sliders of that, I can create exact documents for you and send it to you so that it is actually hands-on for you. Theoretical concepts will definitely be there around automation, AI, and few examples around integrations, but I will definitely be showing you on those on screens, because those are, I would say, specialized features which SAP is not giving until unless you pay them kind of $10,000 or $15,000 like that. But since I have access, I'll ensure that you guys see that how does it actually looks like and what exactly those are. I know you have defined enterprise architect versus solution architect. However, there are common vertical elements, pillars such as development, integration. That's a question from Nilesh. That cuts across horizontal pillars covering different SAP modules. How does this course covers in terms of architecture? As such, vertical module has its own. Oh wow, great question, Nilesh. Definitely, every vertical module has its own technical architect, and it will continue to be like that. Yeah, but as someone questioned on the top, who was it? I'll just quickly rise it up. Ash questioned me that I am an EWM. So now he is a EWM expert. He's a technical architect. But if you have this add-on of the SAP BTP Solution Architect, you are covering both horizontal and vertical pillars for yourself. Because if Ash comes to you that I want to understand that what service of the EWM, or like how I can integrate my EWM with BTP, what is the benefit? Then as a solution architect, you will be able to give him that design. So every module, like for example, I gave an example of FI, financial closing, advanced financial closing. Now that's a feature, yeah. Then someone asked me about DMS. I gave an example of Adobe Document Services. Now those are your purchase orders and all those things. Now these are services that are available in the BTP. So if you have that holistical cover, you are not restricting yourself to be in one domain, because ultimately in upcoming times, if in case I say that once RISE is kind of into the market, BTP is into the market by 2027, 2028 early, the vertical towers are gonna struggle a lot. Yeah, because ultimately it will be a PaaS and SaaS. So these kind of coverages are gonna give you a lot of coverage from that perspective. Yeah. Question from Anil: what is Zachman framework for enterprise architecture? So as I mentioned, that there are these are the frameworks that are adopted by country specific. When you design any architecture for the company, any design, when you are architects who are translating the business objectives into the IT objectives from the CIOs, CEOs directly, you follow a framework. Now Zachman is a kind of a framework. The person who designed it, his name was Zachman, is very massively followed in the countries of EU regions. Germany, Switzerland, Swiss companies followed it up. UK partially, yes. TOGAF is something that is generally follows in UK, USA definitely, Japan. In India also, Zachman is being adopted in some frameworks. But now in SAP has released his own framework called as Lean IX. And that is built on TOGAF principles. So Zachman is just one more principle for the enterprise architectural people who design these frameworks. Okay, great. So I hope I have answered all these questions. I will go back to my slide. If in case still someone has any question, please paste it. I'll come back to the chat box. BTP has so many services. Okay, I see that one question, 1 minute. BTP has so many services: connection, application development, mobile services, integration, studio, event. Yeah. So the course is targeting on every skill. Application development, yes. Mobile services, yes. Datasphere, yes. Integration suite, I mentioned. Advanced mesh, yes. Even advanced event mesh as well. And the list goes on. Yeah. This list goes on. The course is not going to target only on FinOps. The course is going to target on everything, all these topics. I have question before this question. Please, if an organization decides they want to implement a procure to pay project, okay, and need to decide if they should go for on-prem solution in S4 or they should do in BTP, will we as a solution architect? Yes. There you go. You have answered your question. Procure to pay, I think order to cash, procure to pay, recruit to hire, and one thing for supply chain. These 4 things are by default covered in BTP. They have inbuilt services for it. So anything that your company implements procure to pay, your answer is BTP. Great. Okay. Is Linux next step after solution architect? No. Oh, okay. I think your question might be, Nilesh, that is Lean IX is the next exam of the solution architect? Definitely, yes. You can target it. If that is from the exam perspective. So yeah, you can definitely target it. Now, coming to one more thing, which I want to talk about with you guys, so that you can see it. Yeah, this was the batch that we're talking about. In addition to that, there are other courses available. If in case you guys, because I heard some of the people querying about that, what is for the BTP, I will quickly talk about the courses. But if in case you have any queries, please write either to Rajendra or buzz him on this phone number. He'll be definitely able to help you. We are training on Azure Architects, Azure Fundamentals. We are training on AWS Architects, AWS Fundamentals. We are training on SAP HANA, SAP HANA Cloud. Now, these are specific services that I'm talking about. Yeah, we will be touching about all these things in this course because it's a solution architect. But if in case you want to talk about a detailed courses or specific courses, because those are niche skills in the market right now, there's a course that has come into the market, zero downtime upgrade for S4 HANA and migration, ZDO. We are covering that as well. So if anyone wants to kind of talk about those things, or if you have any further queries about these courses of the BTP Solution Architect, because it's to be really honest, if in case I talk about, as I have heard about your intros, I can clearly see that you all have an urge to kind of step up into your career steps, because most of you talked about that you want to understand that, yeah, what is there for me. So this Solution Architect course is definitely the answer to that. From this Solution Architect course, there will definitely be further paths to go on. But this is not a course that, okay, you have learned this, now you know everything about BTP. But yeah, one thing I can definitely tell you, you have done this, you know whatever is there in today's world in BTP, definitely. So whatever is there in today's world, you know everything about that. How to configure, you are having a technical challenges, that is a separate thing. I can talk about that to you as well. And someone just quickly questioned me, you teach SAP to Azure? Yes, I can cover that as well, but that's a separate course. It's a separate skill altogether. How do we plan these migrations? And last thing, if anyone wants, even going onwards, into your real-time projects, we are there to help you. Again, for that also, you can reach out to me. I will be dropping out, means for these courses, Rajendra is the guy. I will, yes, I can help you with Cloud ALM as well. When we will start the Solution Architect and when we will reach the Q&A, I will be sharing few more emails with you for the project related queries. If in case you have, I will be available case on case basis as we move forward, that how can I help you out. So that's it. I will, if you want, I will quickly share this screen because I am really bad, because Rajendra always keep me picking up that you literally forgot, sir, to share your screen, and then people were not able to note down the emails. I have been associated with techie training kind of way too long. I have my own firm as well, but all the trainings I still do with Rajendra. He is a wonderful friend of mine. So if in case you guys have any questions, please, I hope you guys are able to see the contact details. Rajendra, please correct me if the screen is available or not. You guys are able to see the screen, Rajendra, contact details and everything. And still, if there's any question, please let me know. Otherwise, I think we are good for today's session. I am really pleased that I had all of you and an extensive experienced people on the call. I would, if in case I will club it more than 200 days of experience altogether. So that's really good to see that you guys are kind of having an inquisitiveness to gain stuff on BTP. That's here I rest my today's BTP session.
Mr. Sharma, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
It's a weekend class, but 2 hours, what time to what time?
Oh, great question. Rajendra, do you want to take this? What are timings we are proposing? Is Rajendra on the call? I don't know even. Is there anyone from the session? But yeah, I can help you with that anyways. I think we are keeping the same time. But if in case you have any preferences, like I think it's a question from Afroz, right?
Correct.
Like which time zone you are in?
Eastern. Yes. EST.
EST. Yeah. So I think this time does not work for you. I think this is a good time, right?
Yeah. It's a 2.5 hours. Right? Yeah. This one.
I am traveling, but like I am in a GMT time zone right now. So I think I would, for this particular course, I would continue to be in GMT as well. I think this is where my current project is. So if this particular time suits you and everyone, I'm comfortable with this time. I think that's what the proposal is as well, that we are going ahead with these timings only.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you so much, guys. Anything else from anyone? Or like, shall I go back to that screen of Rajendra's so that he can see the contact? If not, I think you have noted down it. Probably, if I hope that he has kind of sent that email notification as well. If there's no further question, I think I'm good. And so you guys are as well. I think then. Cool. Yep. So I think we can close the session, guys. Thank you so much for giving your time today. And I hope that I have been helpful in answering your queries. And I'm looking forward to it, means to engage with you all and have a collaborative session so that I can also learn from you guys, from your experience. You all have an extensive experience, and whatever I can share with you, I'll be really, really happy to do that. Thank you so much, guys. See you whenever we happen to have a next session. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day and a good weekend as well.